Almost. Turn your wrist out a little. There. Almost. Turn your wrist out a little. There.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi,
I
don't need
do
you
it.
to be like me.
I'm not like you.
You just have to buy enough time to
Umi,
run. I don't need you to be like me. I believe in you. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Ignore her, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Ignore her, Umi. Well, go on now.
The blade of frontier is
at your...
The man's smile bends downward,
Well met.
and his thoughts
The blade of
become
frontier
yours.
is at your...
You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Become just ahead, a diabolical You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high. Single curled horn blazes with flame,
Hell's
bloodied
great
great
fires.
axe held high.
You were on the ship.
Hell's great fires.
You were on the ship.
You see the fiend again and ignite with Will's rancor. She is an infernal war devil. You see the fiend again and ignite with Will's rancor. Incarnate. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate.
Advocatus
a champion in the
Diaboli.
blood war between diabolical forces and demons. A devil's
Her name is
advocate.
Karlach,
A champion in the blood
archdevil
war
soldier
between
I swore in my
diabolical
good eye
forces
to
and
kill.
demons.
Her name is
I tracked her
Karlach,
through the hells
an
to the mind
archdevil
flesh.
soldier I
But
swore
the
in my
damned
good eye
illithids
to kill.
infected me before I could end her. I tracked
She's
her
out
through
there
the
now,
hells to the mind flesh.
preying on the innocent.
But the damned
I don't
illithids
kill
infected
her.
me before
She'll
I could
leave
end her.
behind nothing
She's
but
out
a
there
trail
now.
of corpses, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her. She'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. I'd be a fool if it didn't. I know the stories. Doomed to shed my skin. Become I'd be a fool if it didn't. And there's no coming back. I know the stories. But I haven't sprouted any to shed my skin. Least not yet. Become a Baldur. Could just be good luck. Coming back. But I haven't sprouted any tentacles. It's bound to run out. Least not yet. Thank Baldur. Could just be good luck. But sooner or later, it's bound to run out. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space.
Keeping your greatest weapon in reserve, eh? An excellent strategy.
I like how you
Keeping your
think.
greatest weapon in reserve, eh? An excellent strategy.
I like
The
how
famous
you think.
blade of frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going. The famous blade of frontiers in
blade.
the flesh.
Name strangers
Clever,
gave
this
me.
hero
My
act
friends
you've
call
got
me
going.
Will. Hero
Excellent.
Blade.
If we ever
Name
become friends, I'll
strangers
know what
gave
to
me.
call you.
My friends call me Will.
This is going to be a
Excellent.
fun journey.
If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Oh my. This is going to be a fun journey.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids. I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids. Spare a story or two. I don't think. I don't think. Good job. Little ears hear far. I better take care of this. Good job. Little ears hear far. I better take care of this.
Step, Harry, straight. Damn it! It's just not. Ah. Step. Sorry, Harry. Straight.
I've never seen
it's just
your.
Not,
your face is. Well,
sorry.
I should get back to it. I've never seen your. Your face is. Well, I should get back to it.
No offense meant. I was just surprised. Concentrating on this blasted target.
You need to be ready for a fight.
Meant. I was just surprised.
But I'm useless.
Concentrating on this blasted target.
You need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
Haratha Jack and swing! Yes!
You really
Jack
know what you're doing.
and swing!
Found this
Yes!
by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
I'll suffer embarrassment so long as I survive. I just hope the druids won't make that harder than it is already. I'll suffer embarrassment so long as I survive. I just hope the druids won't make that harder than it is already. But I'll keep at it.
Oh,
yes. When the time comes, it'll be nothing but battle cries from me.
Oh,
yes. When the time comes, it'll be nothing but battle cries from me.
Wait. Swing. Wait.
I want his eyes.
One more time.
Another one.
His words leave you no doubt. This man has seen
his eyes.
other Githyanki.
Another one.
His words leave you no
My friend's
doubt.
blood not enough.
This man has
Come
seen
to rip me
other
open too.
Githyanki.
My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too. On the road to Baldur's Gate. Near the mountain pass. That way. On the road to Baldur's Gate. Near the mountain pass. Are we... that way? Done? Are we... done?
Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? You. Best to fill your belly now. Those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now while we still can. See how you feel when your pack is empty. It'll be this or a handful of weeds.
We'll
See
need
how you feel
every
when
bit
your
of
pack
strength
is
to make it
empty.
to Baldur's Gate.
It'll be this
Trust
or a
me.
handful of weeds.
We'll need every bit of strength to make it to Baldur's Gate. Trust me.
The talk of the camp.
It's a rare day when I see one of you lot about.
If it isn't the talk of the camp.
Along when you... It's a rare day when I see one of you lot about. You look goodness, you came along when you...
Petal. Are you hurt, cold, feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Feverish. Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
I know Githyanki make a habit of paranoia, but 'tis just a healing potion. I know Githyanki make a habit of paranoia, but 'tis just a healing potion. Yes, and you're as grumpy as I remember. No offense, love, but you don't look well. Yes, and you're as grumpy as I remember. No offense, love, but you don't look well. Don't get your knickers in a twist. I was only asking. No, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. I was only asking. No, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother. Take care now, sweetie. Take care now, sweetie.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. Thanks for fighting off those goblins. Most of my equipment in Elturel. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Pride of the gate. The pride of the gate.
Action, not reaction.
We're exposed now.
Action, not reaction.
We're exposed now.
Make me urgent, boy. Easy, boy. Don't make me urgent, boy.
I already told you I don't have it. How stupid! I already told you.
When you left, we could at least make a run for it.
Did that count as giving side-eye? Is that...
When you left, we could at least make a run for it.
You're addressing me? Did that count as giving side-eye? Is that...
How quaint. You're addressing me. A humble ox. How quaint. I suppose I did. Yes. I had quite a life in Elturel. I suppose I did. Chewing cud. Yes. Pulling cards. I had quite a life in Elturel. Chewing cud. mud, pulling carts.
A druid or two, I suppose. But the novelty remains fresh. A druid or two, I suppose. But the novelty remains fresh.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be. Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No. You are incapable. No. You are incapable. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate.
That's all I have to say besides.
Or without the rest of these poor sods.
No. That's all I have to say besides.
And I really talks.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He stares right past you, as if you're out of the ordinary. Or boring. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child. You see nothing out of the ordinary. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Hold out your hand, mister. Go on, let me show you something. Take this ring. It's lucky. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. I never learned names or anything. Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky names or anything. Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky it is. Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing... bleeding hells! Call it. Okay, heads or tails? Maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing... Call it. Heads or tails? Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheat too. That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheat too. Interested? Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it. Okay, fair. Let's go again. We got tails. Heads or tails? Call it. Happy? We got tails. There. Happy? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Hey, that hurts. I'm running an honest... okay, what's the Tinker's trash? Hey, that hurts. I'm running an honest... okay, what's the Tinker's trash? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Huh. Interesting. And I promise this isn't a Tinker's trash scam. Huh. Interesting. And I promise this isn't a Tinker's trash scam. I swear to you, these rings are the real deal. I promise I'm not running a scam. Look, last chance. I swear to you, you want to look at my stuff or not? These rings are the real deal. I promise I'm not running a scam. Last chance. You want to look at my stuff or not? I knew it. Hang on. That's what I got. I knew it. Hang on. That's what I got. Nothing caught your eye, huh? Far be it from me to argue with that discerning eye of yours, sir. Anyway, see you again sometime. To argue with that discerning eye of yours, sir. Anyway, see you again sometime. Take care.
Light.
Safe travels.
You realize your bag feels light. You were just robbed.
Hey, you're back. Here to buy some stuff? Hey, you're back. Here to buy some stuff? Me? No, promise. I'm just a kid trying to make a living. You know who you should talk to? Me. Mom. No, promise. She's my I'm boss, just a kid trying to make a living. Good at finding stuff. You know who you should talk to? Her office is through the crack in the wall over there. She's my... If you can fit. Boss, I guess. Good at finding stuff. Her office is through the crack in the wall over there. If you can fit. Yeah? Me too. And if you want your stuff back, you gotta talk to her. Go on. Mom's waiting. Me too. And if you want your stuff back, you gotta talk to her. Go on. Mole's waiting.
Oh, hi. Oh, me? Suspicious? No? Me? Suspicious? No? It wasn't my idea. It was Mom. I wasn't supposed to say her name. It wasn't my idea. It was anyway, Mom's. I won't say anything else. You can't make me. I wasn't supposed to say her name.
Before you can say anything
I won't say anything else.
She sprints
You can't
away.
make me. Even if you murder me.
Before you can say anything else, she sprints away.
Please, let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Corker's judgment.
Let my daughter
now
go
get
right
back.
now! Oh,
She's a
let
thief,
me
hellspawn.
through,
And you will wait for Corker's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Ragrashammer, I'll rip your damn throat out!
Eager for battle.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Corker to give word.
We need to get Arabella out, sooner trek
now.
through the 9
You heard
hells
the
than
guards.
trust that
They're waiting
snake.
on Corker to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh.
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for
Arabella
their
tried
precious
to steal
ritual.
their
idol.
Oh,
Druids
it's all
lost
my
their damn
fault.
minds about it.
I told her I
They
wish
need
the
it for their
wretched thing
precious
would just
ritual.
disappear. Or better yet, it's all my fault.
Now Arabella's being
I told her I
judged by
wish
a bunch
the
of
wretched
druids who
thing would
hate
just
us.
disappear. Or better yet,
That's not right.
explode.
Now
Sounds
Arabella's
like she
being
made the
judged
fatal
by a bunch
mistake
of
of getting
druids who
caught.
hate us.
We shouldn't get
That's
involved.
not right.
Sounds like she made the fatal mistake of getting caught. We shouldn't get involved.
And you should bugger off. Now. And you should bugger off. Now.
Carl Magrin, give her a chance.
You,
get back! Carl Magrin, give her a chance.
You,
get back! Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment,
I understand.
Giona.
You. What? Apparently Korga wants to see you. Oh. Go ahead. I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
You there! Hello!
Can it be a Githyanki?
You there!
What a delight!
Hello!
If I was less educated, I presume to ask what you're doing on the Sword Coast. What a delight! If I was less educated, I presume to ask what you're doing on the Sword Coast. You're hardly my first, my friend. With a curious mind and a good pair of walking shoes. You're hardly my first, my friend. An acquaintance. With a curious mind and a good pair of walking curiosity shoes. Lies one elsewhere than the vagaries of the children of Gith. Though at present you my curiosity lies elsewhere than the vagaries of the children of Gith. You saw them up close? You were at the gates just now, please. When there's no overstating my interest. You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. I'll make it very quick. Hand to heart. I'll make it very quick. Hand to heart. Now then. How would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities. That particular batch of goblins. Size, nature, distinguishing qualities.
Goblin behavior. Search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblins were of rare, jam-colored hue and wielded goblins were of rare and the jam-colored hue marching in the rear. Was it of the brass or silver variety? And the dragon they had marching in the rear. Was it of the brass or silver variety? Witness declined to comment on nature of dragon. Witness declined to comment on nature then you'll be quite of dragon. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? Then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. They did, didn't they? Captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiat. I've interrogated in favor of someone called captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiat in favor of someone called the Absolute. Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, And never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, And until we meet invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket.
Until we meet again.
Would that we could speak. Would that we could speak freely in my first
The Blade of Frontiers. The blade of frontiers.
Yes, I see. And is that... Yes, I see. And is that...
I'm Huh? What's that? Huh? What's that?
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin concentrating? Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle? Stop it! Help! Help! Stop it! Help! Help!
Undetected. Taking my cue. Undetected. Taking my cue.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief?
Sorry.
A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? Wrath, lock her up. She remains here. I will imprison until the rite is complete. And I will cast out every stranger. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Silence. I answer only to Mistress. Silence. I answer only to Mistress.
Very well. Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga.
Very well.
Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Tila, to me! Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga.
I know that.
Master Halsin...
You're wondering why I was in pain before.
Keep his name off your tongue.
Let's just
Tila
clear the
pierce
air
it.
about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. I know that. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles. You're wondering why I was in pain. In case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just something I have to live with. Just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least. In case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. You can trust me on that. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. Positive. You can trust me on that.
You did well to speak up for the girl.
If I'm being honest.
That snake is
fickle. But it always passes quickly,
a
so
tragedy
I can
prevented.
manage.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. Nothing befitting a tragedy prevented. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse. Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse. Master Halsin. Perhaps Goblin called, perhaps dead. You will find her deeper in the caves. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task. Stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more. Master Halsin. Sent into a world gone mad. Perhaps Goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. It is what Hold her to task. Stop this damned ritual. I doubt it is what Sylvanas More will die if the rite is finished. So many more. Sent into a world gone mad. Stay close. It is what Korga desires. I doubt it is what Sylvanas wants.
Wolves. Are you so frightened of wolves,
Come, Sylva.
Shadowheart?
Stay close.
I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. I maybe if you can noticed I'm not terribly fond of face any more of them. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone. You can tell that to the next one we cross paths with, then. Provided it doesn't tear your throat out first. You can tell that to the next one we cross paths with, then.
Watches your movements,
provided
but
it doesn't tear
speak.
your throat out first.
The rat doesn't respond. The rat glares at...
Go on.
The rat watches your
Say
movements, but does not speak.
You think I'm a monster?
Monster?
The rat
Too
doesn't
kind.
respond.
A demon, more like.
The rat glares at...
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? You don't see a monster.
Monster?
You just look at me through one's eyes.
Too kind. A
You
demon,
are like
more
the devils. Where they tread, chaos follows. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the right is resumed. Monster. You just look at me through one's eyes. Free from harm. You are like the devils. Where they tread, chaos follows. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the right is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm. So you free say. Of intruders. Yet the child walks free. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. Yet the child walks free. I'm sure they'll reward you well. You showed to be great mettle before final prayer. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. The Viper. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final
Then
prayer.
they soon know the sting of my
If they are
venom.
not, the Viper must strike.
We have no more business.
That's what matters.
Then they soon know the sting of my venom. Get out. We have no more business.
That's what matters.
Quietly.
Keep a blade close.
Quietly.
Indolence breeds madness. Indolence breeds madness.
I see you. Just give me a moment. God, our field mouse. No one's more important than the patient in front of you. Just give me a moment. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now.
What was it you
our
needed?
field mouse. No one's more important than the patient in front of you. You found her.
maybe
I still
can't.
don't know what she can do for you. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now.
What was it you needed?
Why are you asking? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Did it look like a tadpole, but from your worst nightmare? All
Why are you
slime,
asking?
teeth, and tentacles. That's a serious condition.
Come,
Did it look like a
follow me.
tadpole, but from your worst I nightmare? might be able to help. All slime, teeth, and tentacles.
We need to be
quick. This way. That's a serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
You won't deny me.
Head on in.
Securing. You won't deny me. Open up.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Deny me.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. No. That was Master Halsin. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. All right? No. Let's see what we can do. That was Master Halsin. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, first things first. We have options. Tell me, have you noticed anything unusual? Not just symptoms. Let's see what we can do. Any strange events? First things first. Tell me, have you noticed anything unusual? Not just symptoms. Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? I'm trying to help you. Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. Sure. So tell me, where'd you get that thing? A mind flayer ship? I'm trying to Master Halsin was sure. But I need to be sure. So tell me. You've been straight with me. Where'd you get that thing? So I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. A mind flayer ship? But you seem like a good soul. But Master Halsin was sure. You deserve a chance to save yourself. You've been straight with me. So I'll be straight with you. This is a vial of wyvern poison. You're dangerous. Swear to me. If you transform you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. But this you have is a vial of wyvern Don't you poison. Understand? Swear you could kill us all. You'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. Then I've no choice. But you have to. I'm sorry. Don't you understand? You could kill us all. Then I've no choice. I'm sorry. I'm ready. Can't even see a lock to pick. I'm ready. I can't even see a lock to pick.
Something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
Taking position.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
Taking a look.
What's next? Let's pop you open, shall we?
I can't even see a lock to pick.
Sharp as ever.
What's next?
Assume nothing.
Let's pop you open, shall we?
I can't even see a lock to pick.
Sharp as ever.
Until Master Halcyon returns. Until Master Halcyon returns.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we do
You ever scare
without
me
her.
like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we do without her. The Nine Hells will sooner freeze over, but we'll try. It's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours. The Nine Hells will sooner freeze over, but we'll try. It's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
Need anything else? Of course.
We've known enough grief
But please,
this 10-day
remember,
traveler.
you're
Don't
not
be
the
the
only
cause
one
of
in
more.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. I heard what happened. Quite the choice, isn't it? Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk
It's good of you
violence
to
here,
offer,
or
but there's
face
a
it for
whole army
certain
of
on the
goblins
road.
out there.
Quite the
We'd need
choice,
an army
isn't
of
it?
our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. It's good of you to offer a way, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. Are ill disciplined. We need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. Cleverly. And while somebody must be leading abilities, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter.
Goblins, the Blade of Frontiers has done what he can to help us. It's unlike them to organize, and so we are grateful.
Somebody must be leading
it'll
them,
be a short journey
bringing
if the
discipline
goblins
to their
still
ranks.
own the roads.
Take out
By
that
the
leadership.
Triad,
there is only one correct answer.
The Blade of Frontiers has done what he can to help us prepare for the journey, and we are grateful. But it'll be a short journey if the goblins still own the roads.
By the Triad,
Everyone in
there
this
is only
camp
one
depends on
correct
it.
answer.
Thank you.
Refuse him.
We'll be ready
and we
to leave
sentence
as
these
soon as you
people
give
to
word.
die.
Just Zevlor, Tilly. We're civilians now, remember?
With respect, sir.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word. Just Zevlor, Tilly. We're civilians now.
With respect, sir. Being a Hellrider is life.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Get back, kid. Hand
I've
it
already
over or I'll
told you
slap
I
the teeth
don't
out your
have
head.
it.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over
Do
or
it,
I'll
you
slap the
gutless
teeth out your head.
stinksack! Ah!
Knew it. Bloody well knew it.
Do it, you gutless stinksack! Ah!
What's happening here?
Knew it. Bloody well knew it. You goddamn snake!
Go, child! And what's happening here? You had this coming. And stay down.
You goddamn snake!
Go, child! And you had this coming.
Hey!
And stay down.
Come back here, both.
Stay back, or else.
Come back here, both.
Or else, I'll bite you. Ow! Oh, my tooth. Stay
It's
back,
the front
or
one.
else I chipped it on the evil thing. Or else, I'll bite you.
In the box.
Oh, my tooth.
Follow me, I'll show you.
It's the front one. I chipped it on the evil thing.
In the box. Follow me, I'll show you.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arka. You're better than this.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking. Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling.
Put it down.
If you ever had
She
it to
can't
begin
fight
with.
back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arka. You're better than this.
I'm not afraid. Chosen by the absolute
Shoot
I
before
am.
you lose your nerve,
I'm
Tiefling.
blessed. If you
Oh,
ever had it
bless
to
you, all
begin
right.
with. I'm not afraid. Chosen by the absolute I am. I'm blessed.
Oh, I'll bless you, all right.
Looks like the absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
You! Move!
Looks like the absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
You! Move! Cannon would hate me for this, but he's not here. They took him from me. Don't you dare! Cannon would hate me for this. Damn you. But he's not here.
Damn it!
They took
Why
him
do
from
you
me.
care if a goblin lives or dies?
Don't you dare! Damn you. Damn it!
Why
if you
do you
believe
care if a
anything the
goblin
beast
lives or
tells you,
dies?
you're an idiot.
It's all right, Arka. Let's go.
Yeah, you bunch of
If you believe anything the beast tells you, you're an idiot.
Something over there.
It's all right, Arka. Let's go.
Yeah, you bunch of
Mushroomness. Something over there. Not sure I should get too close. mushroom is not sure I should get too close.
Is off limits. Leave. Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
The evil thing's in the chest.
Someone there?
The evil thing's in the chest.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
Time for discretion.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. Your words are enough to resolve the matter. Still, you need to leave. Should you attempt such a feat again, you will find yourself on the deserving end of justice. Your words are enough to resolve the matter. Still, you need to leave. Should you attempt such a feat again, you will find yourself on the deserving end of justice.
evil thing gone! No! Where was I? The evil thing gone! No! Where was I?
Stride toward fate. Another stride toward fate.
It's quite a sight. The stars, I mean. I could take or leave your chin. No. Just thinking. It's quite a sight. Reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. The stars, Will we find out how to bring the worm under control? I could take or leave your chin. Will this little adventure of ours be over? No. Just thinking. Reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. Will we find out how to bring the worm under control? Pity. Will this little adventure of ours be over? You're quite the ally after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. A pity. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for. You're quite the ally after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for. We're more similar than I thought. was leagues away. I just need to...
We're more similar than I
Get
thought.
some air. Clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight. Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to... Get some air. Clear my
The
head.
leader of the pack comes to
I'll
chat.
see you later, I'm sure.
What's on your mind?
Sleep
You must be
tight.
pleased to have a clear path forward. I can't wait to get this thing out of my head. The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. I hadn't thought of that. Can't wait to get this thing out of my head. Brambles on bearskin aren't as fun in practice, I'm afraid. Besides, I can't afford to tire you out. I hadn't thought of that. We still have work to do. What do you have in mind? Rest well. Brambles on bearskin aren't as fun in practice, I'm afraid.
Matters to discuss.
Besides,
We meet
I can't
again,
afford to tire you out.
as
We still have work to do. Rest well.
I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. Important matters to discuss. We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp between life, for whenever thou hast need. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Farewell. I would have words with you. Indeed.
Tiring business, isn't it?
Farewell.
All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break?
I would have
Allow ourselves a few moments of rest. Gives me a chance to talk to you about something. Well, rather important. Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? As you wish. Allow ourselves a few moments of rest. We've been on the road together for a while. Gives me a chance to talk to you about something. Survived some perils. Overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. Overcame some obstacles. The way you got Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffuse the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown to prevent a confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul. In short, except for my cat, I've grown to trust you. I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but the reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul. The specifics are rather personal, except for my cat. But suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with. Condition, though not without very different from the parasite we share, but what it comes down to is just as deadly. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item. The specifics are rather personal. Weave inside. But suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item. The occasional wizard staff or tome of enchantment is a bargain given the cost of allowing me to deteriorate. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, and before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. The loss of the occasional wizard staff or tome of enchantment is a bargain given the cost of allowing me to deteriorate. Magic items to consume. It is vital. Since I last consumed an artifact, and before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. We've already done the finding. That is why I turn to you. In fact, I need you have one to help possession. Me find magic items to consume. It is vital. How hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved. We've already done the finding. Or great cost. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved. or great cost? Valid question. If not out of the simple goodness of your heart, then perhaps your own self-interest might be sufficient motivation. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. Far harder for me to assist you if I can barely stand upright. If not out of the simple goodness of your heart, then perhaps your own self-interest. Your help could be the difference between life and death. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. Far harder for me to assist you if I can barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
You become one with Gale's mind, and you can feel something sinister oppressing you. It's inside of you, a mighty darkness radiating from your chest. You could try to push further. You become one, but your hold over Gale feels brittle. You can feel something sinister. It won't be easy delving deeper without him noticing. Inside of you, a mighty darkness radiating from your chest.
So,
you could try to push further.
Do you agree?
But your hold over Gale feels brittle.
Thank you.
It won't be easy.
See, my trust in you was not misplaced.
Noticing.
I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. So, as do our packs.
Do you agree?
As a matter of fact, we've such an item already in our possession.
Thank you.
Prime. See, my trust in you was not misplaced. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs. As a matter of fact, we've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. Courage in danger shadow. Feel? I love to see it. But shouldn't the shadow have crept closer? Gone darker by now? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. Courage in danger shadow. I love to see it. Greater talents, but beyond that, shouldn't the shadow have showed no signs of turning? Gone darker by now? No nausea, no pain. Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash. I speak out of curiosity, not wishful thinking. At least I'll know to skip supper if you're doing the cooking. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. I speak out of curiosity, we get these not things wishful thinking. At least I'll know to skip supper if you're doing the cooking. Dawn comes sooner than we think. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's come. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts. Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Goddess. Don't care, neither. We're too late to make friends, the face of the world we are. The Absolute's gold from the sky she is. Pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts. Goddess. Maybe she sent you to help me. We're burning her name across the face of the world. If you want to save your skin, gold from the sky, stick a few arrows in us. The blessing in the storm and the storm. Priestess Gut will patch us up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Maybe she sent you to help me. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Save your skin. And if the teeth stick a few arrows in us on the way out of here.
A goblin healer.
Priestess
we really are desperate, aren't we? Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. A goblin healer. We really are desperate, aren't we?
Then hurry up and do it. My tribe ain't as friendly as I am. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal? Then hurry up and do it. My tribe ain't as friendly as I am.
Easy.
Action, not reaction.
Ready to go meet my tribe? Just say the word. Happily. Lead the way.
Action, not reaction.
Ready to go meet my tribe? Just say the word. Happily. Lead the way. He's boring. Let's find another. Fun when he was screaming. He's boring. Let's find another one. Yeah, give him something to cry about.
Don't wear his voice out. Still need honesty.
For fun when he was screaming. Yeah, give him
Glowing eyes.
Cry about.
I know a trap when I see one.
You'll get us dead if we go back without it.
We'll get the druid talking. Grove's got to be full of magic. Stabbing all the rats.
Glowing eyes. I know a trap when I see one.
You'll kill us dead if we go back without it.
We'll get the druid talking. Grove's got to be full of magic. Rats might be spies.
Coming through. Coming through.
Taking position. Taking position.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Onward.
On the victor's path, I found my mark. On the victor's path, I found my mark.
I am fury. I am death. I am fury. I am death.
On the victor's path. Victor's path.
Take two.
Time to strike. Let my name be known.
Take two.
Time to strike. Let my name be known.
On the victor's path.
Got to concentrate.
On the victor's path.
Take two.
Time to deal some punishment. Got to concentrate. I am fury. I am death.
Take two.
Time to deal some punishment. I am fury. I am death. Enough waiting. I crave blood. Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. They were asking questions about a weapon. I told them the only weapons here are the ones the Foulbloods brought. I thought I was gonna die down here. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again. They were asking questions about a weapon. I told them the only weapons here are the ones the Foulbloods brought. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Something over there.
you nothing.
Something over there. Something over there.